Good afternoon, YouTube. It's your homeboy LocsNLoad Firearm Reviews here today. Today, guys, we got a Glock 19 review, but it's not just a normal Glock 19. It's a special Glock 19. This one is brought to you by the good people at Lone Wolf Distributions, and we're going to talk about this Glock 19. But first, what we're going to do, which is something I want to start doing with all the new firearms I get on this channel, because they're coming from people who, let's just say, you don't know what type of energy they're putting into the firearms they bring. So I want to go ahead and break open the Lone Wolf Glock 19 Battle Cam Urban Gray Man Edition. And we're going to put it down here. And what we're going to do, we're going to take our sage and we're going to cleanse this firearm of any negative energy. So let's get right to it. So here we go. We're cleansing our firearm of any negative energy and putting in positives. All right. Okay, so we went ahead and cleansed our firearm with the sage. If you don't know what a sage is, just go ahead and Google it. S-A-G-E, sage. So the firearm's cleansed, and we're gonna get right into the review. So this is the Lone Wolf Gray Man Glock 19. You ask, what is a gray man? Well, a gray man is basically that guy that you look at across the street, and he doesn't look anything special. He doesn't look threatening. He doesn't look like he would have a gun. He doesn't look like he'd be involved in any kind of crime. He just looks like a normal dude. But in reality, that guy you're looking at probably can kill or has killed a lot of people. But you don't know that because he doesn't give off that perceived image of someone who's battle hardened or just ready to whoop ass on moment's notice. But make no mistake, he is ready. So the gray man doesn't stand out, and the whole purpose behind this gun is that it's made in the collaboration between Lone Wolf and USCCA's editor Kevin. I'm not gonna say his last name because I'm gonna butcher it. But basically, this handgun embodies the gray man. It looks like a normal Glock 19, but yet is full of features and upgrades that make it anything but. So what we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna throw up some of the shooting videos, take a look at how it shoots. We're gonna come right back, and then we're gonna check out the features of this Gray Man Glock 19. So stay tuned, it should be a good review. Yeah. All right, guys, we're at the range with the Lone Wolf Glock 19. So this is the shooting review part, and what we're gonna do, fire a few rounds. I'm gonna talk about how I like the sights, how I feel about the recoil, the trigger, and give me a shooting review point of this firearm before we go back to the war table and talk about other stuff. So we got some aluminum case ammo, 115 grain, I think federal, and ears. And so what we're gonna do right now is that I'm gonna get a feel for the sight picture. Well, I guess the trigger, since I'm gonna be doing that. Actually, you know what? I'll do both. So the sights are Ameriglow sights. I think these are the night sights. 3 dots, three white dots. Not bad. I would prefer that the front sight be something like a red or like a yellow, like a high vis color. But hey, this is fine. This is good. So the sights look nice. All right, and now the
trigger. Got a little bit of take up. That's like a smooth trigger, kind of scared me a little bit. Okay, yeah, that's a good trigger. Not sure the name of the company. We'll probably find out when we get back to the war table. But I like that trigger. It's real smooth. Comes back nicely. It's got a little bit of take up. And it kind of hits the wall. But the wall isn't necessarily like a wall, like how you normally think, where it's like that you hit that stiff wall. This one kind of is mushy, like a mushy wall. Like you hit the wall, but it doesn't necessarily kind of just stop you. Like you can hit it, but still keep moving. So hopefully I'm explaining that in a good enough way you can understand. But yeah, the trigger doesn't hit a wall; it just hits like a mush, and then it goes off. And it's doing a good job of like surprising me when I'm shooting. So I really like that because I can see my hits on the plate and it's all like right on the Caddy Snake logo. So that's pretty good. The sights are good. Recoil, how's recoil, Locs? I would say just the slightest bit smoother recoil. Now, I don't know if that has to do with something with like the type of recoil spring they're using, because if you can see it, camera over here, you see that screw? That's the recoil spring. So I don't know if them having that, a different kind of recoil spring than a Glock OEM spring would help. It should. But I'm not sure what this is. We'll find out when we get back to the war table. But yeah, I like the trigger. I like the sights. It recoils very nicely. It's a good Glock. Yeah. The only knock I would put on this gun is that it has the extended mag release, which I'm not a real big fan of. Just personal preference. For you, it may work out, but for me, like when I grip, like that mag release sticks out, and I can feel it in my hand, like right here. I can feel that mag release pushing into my hand. So as I get a tighter grip, it's almost like almost like if you took like a nail or something, just pushed it in your hand. It's not that big of a deal, but it's just one of those things that I'm not used to because my Glocks don't have the extended mag releases. So that's just something to consider. But all in all, put some more rounds through this thing. So far, I like it.
All right, welcome back, guys. So we're gonna go over the features of this here Battle Cam Urban Glock 19 Gray Man. So starting from the top to bottom, we have some Ameriglow green yellow night sights. So when it gets dark, see if I can get it. I don't know if it's gonna work like that. But when lights go out, these have tritium in there that will glow in the dark, so you can see your sights even if there is no ambient light around. They're made of metal and they have a nice little shelf, so if you want to rack it off something like a belt or a countertop because you're using one hand, then you go ahead and do so. Firearm is unloaded. So those are the Ameriglow night sights. They're nice, they work fine. It's like a standard 3-dot, but I prefer something like this on my Glock 19, which is a Trijicon HD XR night sights, which basically give you a blacked out rear. They have the tritium here, but for most part it's blacked out and you don't have the dots. They both work, and training will get you over any kind of issue with the sights. Next, we are coming down to what you see is the camo, the Battle Cam Urban. There's a Cerakote that they spray on the stainless steel slide. And you can see the slide has nice, almost like fish scale slide serrations. Look very nice. The camo pattern looks very nice too, which is what caught my eye. And I like them. These remind me of like the M&Ps, how their slide cuts are, and it kind of digs right into your finger grooves, and I like them. It's not too aggressive, but they really dig in. Up front on the barrel, you have it's a stainless, well, no, it's a standard length Glock 19 barrel, and it has, you got the front slide cuts, and it has a custom cut flush crown. Looks really nice. Adds to the appeal of the gun, especially with the stainless steel going on here. For the guide rod, well, the back plate is just a standard black back plate with some cuts on there. I think it's mostly for aesthetics. I don't think it does anything functionally for the gun, but it does look nice. Coming to the guide rod, we have one of the Lone Wolf drop-in tungsten steel guide rods. It has a 3/32 Allen head screw in here, so it doesn't come out. It adds about 70% weight to the front of your pistol, which helps in recoil management. Having that weight out there on the front of the gun, it helps pull it back down and get your sights back on target for quicker follow-up shots. Just for reference, a standard stainless steel guide rod from Lone Wolf, it weighs about 0.48 ounces. The tungsten steel guide rod weighs 0.99 ounces. So it's almost double the weight of a stainless steel guide rod, which really helps in recoil mitigation. The frame of the handgun, as you see, has got the finger groove. So this is a Gen 3 Glock OEM frame. It has the Lone Wolf compact frame completion kit parts in here, and it comes with extended controls. So you can see your takedown controls are extended, your slide release or slide lock is extended, and your mag release is extended. Not a big fan of it, but it is extended. The Lone Wolf, it comes with a Lone Wolf Ultimate trigger housing and over travel adjustment screw for the trigger system. The trigger is really nice, I'm not gonna lie. For the trigger group, you have a lightweight firing pin. You got Maritime spring cups. So what those Maritime spring cups do is that they keep the firing pin channel clear of any oil, water, or debris that may cause a malfunction in your handgun. So that's nice to know that this thing, you can put in the mud, dirt, water, and it's gonna run and stay clean. It has a mid-weight firing pin spring, and the trigger, it has an enhanced trigger with a 721 classic connector and a number 6 trigger spring. So this handgun comes loaded with features. So it looks like a standard Glock because it's supposed to. It's not supposed to give off that, hey, this guy is some kind of badass with a badass gun. It's just supposed to look like all he did was paint the slide, and that's really about it.
Alright, so back shooting, and so what I'm gonna do is I have it in my Phalanx stealth operator holster, which fits over 150 different kinds of guns, which is pretty cool. I did a video on it, so check it out. And I got it out of the holster. Malfunction. That's my dumbass. Alright, so we got the holster, and we're gonna be reloading. We're gonna do boom boom, reload, boom boom, from a Neo Mag pocket mag holder. So I did a video on it, magnetic, fits on your mags, goes in your pocket so you can reload. And your magazines are oriented in a way that you can get to them quickly. Anyway, here we go. Alright, that's okay. So we're going to try that again. So reloads really nicely. Magazine inserts. It's got like a little bit of a mag well going on here, so your reloads are real easy. Yeah. So we're gonna go back to the war table, and we're gonna continue talking about the Lone Wolf Glock 19.
So let's talk about LocsNLoad. What are your, I guess, your notes on this? What do you have to say for this gun? Well, first of all, it's a Glock, and it acted like a Glock, which means 100% reliability, shooting steel, brass, and aluminum case ammo. So no qualms there, guys. It still operates like a Glock, so the reliability is without question, good to go. As you saw on those features on there, the tungsten steel guide rod, the lightweight trigger pins, the recoil of this handgun is a lot softer than like a standard Glock 19. This is a Gen 5 Glock 19. This is one of my guns. I've carried this for what, like 2 going on 3 years now. It works, except for the light. Light don't work. But shooting both of these pistols side by side, I can definitely tell that there is a softer felt recoil, and I can get back on target just a tad bit quicker than I can with my standard Glock 19. So that tungsten steel guide rod, the lightweight trigger pins, and springs really do help get back on target. As far as the finger grooves, I'm still a fan of no finger grooves versus having finger grooves. But to be honest, it really doesn't matter. Both these pistols feel like a Glock. Accuracy wise, no, it was fine. I had to do a little bit of adjustment coming from like my Trigicons to my Mariglows, but once I got them on point, no, I'm not, you don't have to be a sniper with these, but it works. You get accurate hits, and they work at night, so there's no qualms about the sights. I just prefer Trigicons. All right, let's talk about the finish. All right, so when I got the gun, I was like, all right, cool, the finish looks nice. But then I did some holster drills with it, and I quickly saw the finish starting to kind of wear away. So I stopped doing the holster drills and just kind of freehand it because I didn't want to mess up the finish too much. But you can see that after not too many, like, I haven't put like thousands of rounds through this handgun, so it hasn't been that many holster draws, and you kind of see the wear on the finish. That's probably one of the few cons about this handgun, is that the finish kind of wears. But besides that, the other con is this mag release. I don't like this extended mag release because when I go to shoot, like, I grip on my handgun tightly, and I can feel this, like the corner of this mag release right here, just digging into the palm of my hand when I'm shooting, and it's kind of uncomfortable. I can deal with it, especially when I'm wearing gloves. I really don't feel it, but when I'm not wearing gloves, I can feel that sticking to my hand. And when I'm shooting really fast and I have a really tight grip, it can affect your shooting because you're kind of thinking about this and not so much acquiring your sights and trigger press.
All right, so this is gonna be our last course of fire with the Glock Lone Wolf. So I'm gonna take this Gray Man Glock 19, and what I want to see is reliability. Thomas is a Glock. I know, but still, I still want to see if it's reliable. So what I have in this Glock 17 mag is a mixture of, I think, Federal 115 grain aluminum, some 115 grain Monarch lacquer coated ammo steel case. I have some USA Forged steel case, and I got some, I want to say Winchester white box 115 grain brass case ammo. So I got basically all the kinds of different case ammo, lacquer coating, steel cased, regular steel case, aluminum, and some brass in here. And I want to see if this Glock can shoot this entire mag of this mix up and be reliable. Do I expect it to fail? No, it's a Glock. I mean, if it fails, then oh my goodness, what's the world come to? All right. Hey, it worked. So, Gray Man Glock Camo Edition. So far, so good.
But besides that, the Glock G-Man, not G-Man, the Glock 19 Gray Man Battle Cam Urban Edition handgun is a really nice gun, guys. If you're looking for a Glock that has a lot of upgraded features, but you're not looking to pay anything over $1,000, give this thing a try. Give it a look. Finish looks nice. Yeah, it kind of wears a little early, but you know, if you're gonna buy a gun, you're gonna use it. Like, unless you're gonna make this a safe queen, the gun's gonna wear. Any gun you use is gonna wear. But I mean, the whole point is that the handgun is under $1,000, has a lot of upgrades, is actually gonna have some kind of improvement over a stock Glock 19 like this, and it looks cool. So anyway, I want to give a thank you to the good people at Lone Wolf for sending this handgun out to me. I'm gonna have to send it back to them. I enjoyed my time with it, and it is a really nice handgun, and it's kind of got me looking at tungsten steel guide rod because I like how it really actually mitigates the recoil. The trigger is really nice. The color is nice. Just a nice handgun, guys. So if you're looking to pick up this handgun, I'm gonna have a link to my website, LocsNLoadFirearms.com, where you can check out this handgun and go to the website because YouTube doesn't like freedom. Anyway, guys, like I said, LocsNLoadFirearms.com. Check this out. If you're looking to buy T-shirts to support the channel, same place. If you're looking for concealed carry insurance for you, your family, and your guns, LocsNLoadFirearms.com. If you're looking for recommended firearm instructors to get training from, same place. If you're looking to buy gear and gun parts and guns from like Palmetto State, Optics Planet, Primary Arms, and other sites that I have featured on this channel, same place, LocsNLoadFirearms.com. Check me out on Instagram at LocsNLoadFirearms, Firearm Reviews, Facebook, LocsNLoadFirearms, Patreon, help support the channel, Cashapp too. Ammo for this is expensive. I don't make a lot of money, but ammo is a recurring cost that I would love to have some help on. But if you don't, you don't. You do, you do. Thank you. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching the video. This is the Lone Wolf Gray Man Glock 19 and Battle Cam Urban Edition. Very nice gun. Anyway, LocsNLoad out. Please be safe. Wakanda. Alright. Bang, 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 bang.